Dune, the pivotal masterpiece of Frank Herbert, to which he devoted 6 years of his life, but it was worth every second of the time. I would like to talk about my experience with this book, which sold more than 20 million copies and became #1 best-selling book in sci-fi genre. This video will be without spoilers, like all videos on this channel, so if you are interested in reading Dune, you are here on the safe page. I will talk about original Dune book and just use clips from the latest movie, because it have quite awesome shots from planet Arrakis, also known as Dune. So the first thing you realized right from the start of the story is that unless you have any background of the world Herbert has created, it is not a trivial read. Without warning, you are thrown into the complicated relationships of the royal families and lot of new and unknown terms which you have to look up in the dictionary at the end of the book. But if you manage to overcome it, and after circa 50 pages you have the idea of where you are and what is happening around you, you will be rewarded with the amazing story of the Dune world. This is the opposite writing approach compared for example to Tolkien, who in The Lord of the Rings slowly introduced story to the reader from the beginning of the book. He discovers the secret of Middle-earth gradually and more or less undemandingly. Because of different approach from Frank Herbert, his text can be seen as difficult for some readers, and they can describe his writings as a quite complex but also complicated. About Dune was said that it isn't possible to make movie from it. The main reason is that it covers a large number of themes that are overlapping. It has many narratives and layers through which plot can be viewed. The main topics which book contains are these ones: political science in the power struggles of families over planet Arrakis, and religious studies in religion, fanatism and controlling people by it. Book contains also environmental studies in preserving life on the planet Arrakis. Large part of the book contains also philosophy, which is mainly discussed when characters consume drug spice melange, which expand their consciousness. This drug can prolong life, and only with it it's possible to travel through the galaxy. As long as Arrakis is the only planet in the galaxy where this drug is produced by sandworms, it is most important planet for entire empire. As Herbert writes in the book, "Who controls the spice, controls the universe." Also, when we are talking about quotes from the book, we shouldn't miss the most famous one, which underlines the aspect of philosophy in the book. "Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings a total obliteration. I must not fear." It's safe to say that this book changed sci-fi genre not only because it opens many topics which wasn't usually discussed in the sci-fi books, but primarily because this is story mainly without the robots, and also not so much space traveling is happening here. This is quite unusual, and it set up a precedence for sci-fi stories that they could be also without these things. In his own words, Herbert talks about the book as an ecological novel with many overlaps into the economics, politics and religion. Before writing the book, Herbert was engaged in research of the fertilization of dry areas and soil consolidation against erosion. It is clear that this activity wasn't inspirational for Fremens, who were also trying to fertilize the endless dunes of Arrakis. Already in the 1965, when Dune was published, he discussed these environmental issues, problem of dry areas and environmental restoration. In 1965, 20 years after World War II, time when nearly nobody was talking about environmental issues, and now we are facing these problems all around the globe. Proof that Herbert considered this topic very important could be also seen in the dedication of the book, where he wrote, "To the people, those labors go beyond ideas into the realm of real materials. To the dryland ecologists, whatever they may be, in whatever time they work. This effort of prediction is dedicated in humility and admiration." Herbert was ahead of his time and devoted himself to topics which many people in 1965 just don't give a damn. The book has many great ideas, therefore it's difficult to extract only one specific as a leading one. But when Herbert was asked what is the most important statement of the book, he answered, "Don't trust leaders to always be right." The book therefore offers a warning to humanity against unlimited power of combining politics and religion into one government. Because when unquestionable power without restriction arise, even the best people who would be ideal for such a political job will be consumed and corrupted by the system. The ideas that the book offers to discuss with the friends after reading it are like nutritious nectar that you can squeeze from quality books like this one. This is certainly why nearly 60 years after its publication, book is still so popular and fans are keeping the legacy of Herbert's ideas alive. So, if you want to dive into the complex world of Dune, it's possible that it will keep a strong impression on you with its depth for many years after you have read the book. Because of these reasons, Frank Herbert is one of the most important authors of the science fiction genre as such. So it isn't surprising that the Dune has become a strong part of the Western pop culture. We can find references for Dune across the movies and series such as The Simpsons, The Big Shot, South Park, Futurama, Ready Player One, Big Bang Theory, Star Trek, Men in Black or Rick and Morty. Dune was also inspiration for George Lucas when he was creating Star Wars, and devoted fans of this book create many computer games which are played till today. Dune is a phenomenon that will be probably still around and it will be able to find young readers from the next generations in the near future. For me, reading Dune was a great experience. Ideas that Herbert used in it are so universal that they will be still relevant decades from now. So, what do you think, guys? Did you read Dune and did you like it? If so, how important this book is for you? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, if you watched the video until this moment, thank you for your time and have a great day.